Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach, and today on Fitness Fabrication, we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons you are going to want to work out 3 days a week as opposed to 5. But before we get started, guys, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. If you are, let's get started. Before I get into the top 5 tips, I would like to say that this is geared not toward a bodybuilder, but just your average guy. Starting out with number 1, I find that working out 5 days a week is quite time consuming, and as projects start to build up, it's a little harder to get to the gym. Training only 3 days a week really opens up your schedule for side projects that you have going on. This being said, I was working out an hour and a half across 5 days a week, and things got a little busy. We'll come right back to this right after reason number 2. Reason number 2, training 3 days a week as opposed to 5 days a week is better, is because you reduce the risk of overtraining. Now that being said, your average Joe really isn't going to overtrain his body, but for those of you that really push really hard, it's good to have a little bit of a break. I found that my numbers went up a little bit more when I stopped training so frequently. This was just my personal experience. It's not necessarily scientific, but one thing I do know is you can overtrain if you push a little too hard. Number 3, just like reason number 1, is going to be more on time management, but more specifically, consistency. If you find that you can be more consistent going 3 days a week as opposed to 5 days a week, I highly recommend just training 3 days a week. One thing that I found is projects continued to add to my plate more and more, I wasn't able to make it to the gym as frequently. I would find that a day here or a day there, I wasn't able to do just because of how many other projects I had going on. Number 4, you'll reduce the risk of indirect training of other muscle groups. Now, though it's pretty uncommon to overtrain other muscle groups indirectly, it's still possible, and training 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or any split similar to that will ensure that you get that rest day in between, even for your indirect muscles. I would like to add on the side, if your training plan is written right, you probably won't have to worry about indirect training, but it's just a thought. Finally, getting on to number 5, supplements. Of course, we all know them, they're very expensive, but specifically pre-workout. You'll definitely save overall on pre-workout and supplements that you take before your workouts, because again, you're going from 5 days to 3 days. That's it for my top 5 reasons why training 3 days is better than training 5 days a week. But I would like to say a couple things. Remember, guys, that I did lift for a long time 5 days a week. As time got a little more crunched in, I wasn't able to fit the 5 days in my schedule. This doesn't necessarily mean that working out 5 days a week is a bad thing. Lots of people do it. I just don't really have the time anymore, and I'm sharing my personal experiences with you. If you have more video ideas or a comment on this video, make sure you drop it down in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Bye!